What up, folks? I'm back once again doing another video game review. This time I'm reviewing E.T. for Atari 2600. And this particular game is based off of the Universal movie of the same name, which was directed by Steven Spielberg. Pretty much about a alien who visits Earth with a couple of other alien buddies, and it pretty much got stranded when the two other aliens had saw somebody thinking in the Jeep and pretty much got in the spaceship and left, leaving E.T. stranded. And he meet some folks in the town. And pretty much the mission is about getting E.T. back to his home planet, whatever their home planet is. It is a pretty classic movie in and of itself. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who's seen this saying it's a classic. And it pretty much, in the game, you're supposed to find three pieces of a phone, put them together, and put them together so you can get the spaceship to come back and get you. You have to find them in pits, like I said, and once you find them, you press the button to stretch your neck out to float out of the pits, and once you get back to the landing spot, you have to pretty much have to wait for the spaceship to come back and get you. So, and you gotta make sure that the no FBI agents or nothing like that is on the screen when you get to the landing spot. But this particular game is actually one of the first video game adaptations of a game. I do believe it's the very first one. But the game is pretty flawed, to say the least. Like, as far as the pits are concerned, it's like you try to get out of there by floating, but it takes a few tries to actually get it done. And like I said, one thing I don't get is the fact that no one can be on the screen with you when you get the phone together and try to call the spaceship to get you. The man and the phone itself, he didn't use. I don't believe he used the phone in the movie to have the spaceship pick him up. And he definitely didn't put one together to use it. And another problem is the graphics is very muddy, stuff like that. I'll get to that in a minute. But to me, it wasn't the best movie to make a game out of, especially since E.T. himself didn't have any type of powers whatsoever, which include the floating thing with his neck, because pretty much he didn't do that in the movie. And then there's like the timer and stuff. It pretty much will work against you, and of course you can die if you run out of time and all that. Anyway, with that being said, I was just gonna get to how I think about certain aspects of the game. The graphics and level design are awful. It's the worst, one of the worst graphics and level designs I've ever seen, and it definitely didn't age well at all. Probably the worst aged game graphically of all time. The In the gameplay, it's kind of like what gameplay outside of him just walking and floating with his neck. This is practically the gameplay is practically non-existent. But then there's the music, where there was no music back with games that came out for the Atari 2600. In my opinion, that made it worse for ET, because I think exception for the start screen, there's pretty much no soundtrack, and that start screen music was just a poor rendition of the ET theme music. Now, this is a lot of people. It's been, of course, this game was paying something seriously. Considered one of the worst games of all time, and it got like stiff competition with Superman 64 in that arena. Cause that particular game is pretty bad also. I'm just going to review. I will review Superman 64 in the future to say for sure if ET or Superman 64 is the worst game of all time. But ET is a pretty poor excuse of a game, and it was really unnecessary for it to be made for the Atari 2600, and I know why it was made. It was a quick cash grab that was an epic fail, you know. So far as the score is concerned, I definitely give it a 1, and this is the lowest score that I've ever given any game, and that's saying a lot. And I reviewed various games that was awful, like X-Men and Wolverine. Even they weren't that bad, you know, as flawed as they were. Now, with that being said, if you want to talk about how flawed this game is, you can mention it in the comment section. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button if you like this video review. And don't forget to subscribe. This is your boy, Big Metroid Fan 12, signing off.